creating your ad. Okay, now it's really important to pay special attention to how you're going to be creating your ad. Um, Essentially, what you have is an option here to add some text. We have the title of the ad there that's going to be blue and highlighted as a link, and then we have some information, and then we have a link that we can show. So now what I like to do is I like to go ahead and look at what other people have already done. You know, why reinvent the wheel, right? So let's go ahead and do that. Okay, I went to Google and I typed in dog training guide, and you can see some ads that came up here. Starting off, just looking at the highlighted blue part. Guaranteed dog training, you know, right there, that jumps out, because if something's guaranteed, that means that they must be pretty darn confident that it's going to work. So that's pretty cool. Let's see, 6-day dog training system. You know, sometimes when I think about dog training, I think, wow, it's going to take forever to train my dog. If it's only going to take 6 days, well, that's pretty cool. Okay, Puppy Training 101. I think that's a bit weaker, but it is descriptive. Top dog training guides. Okay, this is interesting. This person has a review site where they talk about different dog training books, and that is appealing because rather than selling one, you know, they're talking about what they consider to be the best of the crop, and personally that appeals to me. Okay, so let's go ahead then and look at the body of these ads here. Okay, get immediate results or your money back. Safe, easy, and proven training. That really, this is certainly a fantastic ad. You know, immediate results. Wow, that sounds nice because you know what, my dog is ripping my house apart, and I want to get results right now. You know, you get your money back. That helps me feel more comfortable because the internet can seem to be a pretty dangerous place, and people like to take your money and not give it back. So if this person is willing to give it back, that's pretty cool. And also proven. That means that, again, that this course obviously is working, and there are testimonials probably on the site that are going to say that it has. That's pretty cool. Okay, jumping down. I'm skipping past this ad here because guide dogs for the blind. I think this is a more advanced thing, but this is unfortunate. This ad came up here because I typed in dog training guide, so guide dogs for the blind, that's not what I'm looking for, so this is not a good match. So we're going to talk about how to get good matches. We'll talk about that more. Let's skipping down here. A 6-day dog training system. No more biting, barking, begging, or accidents. Okay, that's pretty cool. They kind of covered the spectrum because if you have a dog and they're not listening, you may have a problem with biting and barking and begging and accidents. And there again, they reiterate easy training in 6 days. Okay, let's look at the third piece of the puzzle here, the URL. So what this must be essentially, you know, where you're sending the person. So, but this doesn't mean you can't send them to a page on that domain. So if I click on here, am I going to be taken to Go Train Your Dog? Sorry. Well, you might be taken to gotrainyourdog.com/dog training guide 1 or whatever. But you got to be going to this site here. So you don't really have too much of a choice. I would like to point out that people tend to capitalize the first letter in each word. That makes it easier to see. Now, one thing that people used to get away with and life was good, but it's not reality anymore, people would put one URL here and actually send the person to somewhere else, and you can't do that anymore. You need to actually have, where the person's going. So keep that in mind. Okay, so let's go back then and actually create an ad. I'm going to start with a catchy headline. Okay, I went ahead and added some text in here. This isn't the perfect ad, but just to use an example, I went ahead with guaranteed dog training. Then I wrote, train your dog in 6 days, full money back guarantee. I thought it was important to highlight that the training is not months long, it's just 6 days, and that there is a guarantee that you get your money back. So I think that would help people feel better. They want the solution now, and they want it quick, and of course they want it to be guaranteed. Okay, I went ahead. I'm actually going to be connecting this to an actual website, so I made up a website, superdogtrainingtips.com, at the display URL, and then you can see under destination URL, I would have the option to send them, to one of my pages that I could create, but they would actually be directed, this would be what would be shown here. So that's pretty much it. I'm going to go ahead and hit continue. Before I do that, I'm going to go ahead, because this isn't an actual site, I'm just going to put Google in here. This is something that I do just for testing. Of course, I would never want to pay for ads and went to Google. That would kind of defeat its purpose. I'm going to hit continue, and it's going to go ahead and check your ad. In the next video, I'm going to show you some things that are not allowed in ads, and it will result in your ad getting rejected. And I'll talk about that in a second.